Hey everyone, it's Gerald here. In this video, we're going to talk about the power of compounding. I have here Einstein, one of the geniuses of our lifetime, says compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it, right? You hear it all the time from the most influential, from the most successful people in the world. Compounding, compounding, compounding. But what exactly is compounding, right? So the power of starting today. If you start today, even with a small amount, compound interest immediately begins working in your favor. Immediately. Every single day that you delay means you're giving up potential growth because compound interest is time dependent. It needs time to work. So, what is compound interest? Compound interest means you earn interest not just on the original money, the principal that you put in, but also on the interest you've already earned. So, an example of this is if you invest $1,000 at 10% per year, you make 10% per year. At the end of year one, you have $1,100. In year two, you don't just earn interest on just $1,000. You earn interest on 1,100. That $100 that you earned before is now also making money for you now. So let's give an example. Let's say you invest $500 a month at 8% growth, right? This is 8% growth, not even 10% growth, right? So starting today, if you were at age 25, by age 65, just from this alone, you'll have over $1.6 million. If you wait 10 years until age 35, so by 65, you'll only have about $730,000, right? That 10-year delay costs you nearly $900,000, even though you only skipped about $60,000 in contribution. I want you to ask yourself this: does $900,000 sound like a lot of money to you? It does to me, right? That's nearly $1 million. Another example of this: compounding interest, who will earn more? This shows an example how the earlier person takes advantage of compound interest, the more time that the money has to grow. So investor one, the side that I want you to get into, starts at age 25. The younger you are, the better, right? This person sets aside $5,000 a year for just 10 years in a row. Just $5,000 a year for 10 years in a row. And then no more investments. They're not going to invest any single more after their age 34, right? And the second one in the orange, as you can see here, starts at around 35, and they invest 5,000 each year from age 30, right? So years in a row until they reach 65. Look at the difference here. The person who's age 25, just because they had more time on their side, they did the same thing: $5,000 a year for 10 years, $5,000 a year, right? For 30 years. 30 years, right? So this person, just for 10 years, $5,000 a year, made $787,180 by age 65. The other person, investor two, the one who waited until their age 35, and they had to invest for 30 years. They had to invest 30 years. This person only invested for 10 years, right? They still make less, 611,730. That is the power of compound interest. I hope this really illustrates the art of compounding and the impact of compounding your money, right? So every year that you sit on the sidelines, you're not just losing money, what you could have put in. You're losing that invisible, irreplaceable decades of growth that these dollars could have created for you. This is the cruel trick of compound interest. You can't make up for lost time. You can't compress 40 years of growth into 30 later. And no amount of doubling down later in life replaces what you lost by simply waiting. So you have two options, really. Path A is you start today. The side that I'm trying to get you to really understand. Let time and compound interest do 80% of the heavy lifting for you. Or path B, you wait, then you spend the rest of your life just scrambling to catch up, save more, work hard, stressing longer, and still ending up with less. So the big takeaway here is compound interest is like a snowball running down a hill. The longer it rolls, the bigger it gets. And starting today, no matter how small, gives your money maximum time to multiply. The best day to start was yesterday, and the second best day is today. Don't let you fall victim to what everyone else is doing, right? Start early and reap the rewards, right? You can see with this image here, momentum snowball here. Yes, it sucks in the beginning. It feels like you're not making so much, right? But just sticking to it, compounding, just being through it time and time after again. It's gonna grow a lot more than you actually think it is, and then you'll find out in years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, that it was all worth it. And then you'll see how big of that snowball comes.